Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we're at Horsham to ride more southern trains to Faygate. The difference is today it is Saturday the 20th of May, and normally on a Saturday trains do not stop at Faygate. But here we are, half an hourly service stopping at Faygate, so let's go and have a look and see what's going on.
Platform 3 for the 10:51 Southern service to Three Bridges, calling at Littlehaven, Faygate, Ifield, Crawley and Three Bridges. This train has 8 coaches.
This is Horsham. This train is the southern service to Three Bridges, calling at Littlehaven, Faygate, Ifield, Crawley and Three Bridges. The next station is Littlehaven.
And here we are on board our train. Going to take this all the way up to Three Bridges at first. Actually, this is just me speaking a lot of rubbish. What I actually am doing is going northbound up to Faygate, staying there for a while, going to Three Bridges, watching trains there for around 4 hours, heading back southbound to Faygate, getting off there, and then heading back down to Horsham.
Welcome aboard the southern service to Three Bridges. The next station is Littlehaven. Welcome aboard the southern service to Three Bridges. The next station is Faygate. Would customers please note that you can only alight from the front 5 coaches, as this station has a short platform. Please ensure you are travelling in the correct part of the train.
Now here we are at Faygate, and unfortunately it looks like nobody has boarded or left the train here, so the strike day timetable, which increases trains at Faygate, has unfortunately not really helped. Now I've been stuttering there because the Barnum train, which is meant to be coming in now, is unfortunately delayed. It says the next one's the 11:30, so that train goes down to Barnum just after I get back onto Three Bridges. But we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to have a little look around the station, and I'll show you around, see what it's like. Maybe one day you might think, oh, this is quite nice. Let's come and have a trip down to the least used station in West Sussex. So let's go and have a look around. One of the new additions I've seen is this new assistance sign on the waiting shelter of platform 1, which wasn't here when I last visited the station. This station was opened in 1863. If I'm incorrect, the new year will flash up on screen because my memory is shocking. This station has always been called Faygate and is the least used station in West Sussex. Platform 1, which is the platform I'm on now, is the northbound platform. And on the strike days, this is the platform that takes you up to 3 bridges, and on a normal working Thameslink service day, it takes you up to Peterborough, London Bridge, Blackfriars and the core section. The station comes equipped with a waiting shelter. Yes, it is one of the plastic types, but if it's raining, I mean, at least you'll get a bit of protection standing in there. But if it's a sunny day, you also have the option of an outside waiting seat there. There are also dot maintenance indicators correctly showing the 8 car 3 bridges strike day services every half an hour from this platform. There is a wheelchair ramp for those who may need to use it to board the train. Now each of these platforms, such as this one here, is situated in a rather straight line, so there's no big gaps really. This accommodates a 4 car Thameslink train and just about accommodates a 5 car Southern train. But at each end it does get very thin, as you can see there, and up here you're literally standing in some daisies. Now if we keep having a look around, we have a rubbish bin, which Jeff Marshall would love because it is blowing in the breeze. Speaking of Jeff Marshall, when he did his Leachy Station video here in 2016, this waiting shelter was different. Unfortunately, it has changed. I was here when it was the old type in 2018 on my old videos, but they're shocking, so you can no longer watch those. Sorry, not sorry. If you keep having a look around, you'll see some Oyster validators where you can tap your key smart card, bank or contactless card to pay for your travel. There are also information screens, information boards, which are incredibly faded in the sun. There are signage with platform signs, speakers, lighting that come on at night, but they are very dim. There is a life-saving defibrillator for anyone who knows how to use it. I'm presuming it does come with a screen to help those who do not. There is also a ticket machine, because it's definitely a ticket office, isn't it? So what we're going to do is we're going to randomly choose a station to travel to and see how much it costs, because why not? And today I'm going to choose Yeovil Junction, because it's the first letter that came to mind. So if you do a return journey, day return, that will set you back £61 if you decide to travel, and if it's off-peak it will set you back £92 if you go via London. Not via London is the £61 offering. I wouldn't complain with the £61 if I'm honest. Again, another assistance sign with a help point, and the help point I believe is not working as it says there. Now there are some signage boards here which they have been changed since I was last here. They've got the timetable changes for anyone who's curious. There they are. It's got the normal networks board, which my brother used to love finding stations on. Another alternative routes during disruption, which is correctly updated with the Elizabeth line, which is lovely. I really don't like how they've done that, but here we are. There's also a National Industrial Action strike screen board as well, and an onward travel information showing correctly that there's nothing here other than people's houses. And that's about it for platform 1. Just a long platform with daisies on. So we're going to go and have a look at platform number 2, which is the Barnham bound platform, which usually takes you into Horsham on non-strike days, and also on strike days it will take you to Barnham. Used to take you down to Portsmouth, Southampton, Bognor, but not anymore. Just outside the station, however, before we have a look, there's a bike rack with people's bikes on. That's an e-bike. That's very fancy. There's also an Amazon hub box and a car park with a disabled space. And because there's an industrial estate, I don't know which car parking spaces are for passengers and which ones are for the workers. So if you want to go and change platform, it's quite a long job to do. You've got to walk up all this ramp and turn right at the top of the bridge. So if you're in a rush to change trains here, which I mean, why would you? There's barely any trains here anyway. You have a strong chance of missing it. So let's go up to the footbridge, and I've got something interesting to show you up there. Now I'm on the very busy Faygate lane, the road just north of the station, which has a lovely bridge here. And on the bridge are some interesting things that I think you might like to know, and also a bit of history as well. And also, if you do like train spotting and somehow actually do get to this station, there are some incredible views down to the platform. Now you may think, wow Tails, that's not very interesting, but wait until I show you this. This, in my opinion, is one of the best places on the Arun Valley line to film a train. Especially if you've got Class 66 coming down like I did recently. Fortunately it was a Sunday so I couldn't get here. It's an amazing spot to film them. Let's cross back over the very busy road. Now I'm going to show you this sign down here next to the southbound platform, and the very worn barn arrow sign. Now this sign here is a sign of interest, so let's have a look at it. Right, and here I am at the strange signs. Now you may think, Tails, it's a sign. Now yes, it's a sign, it's a piece of metal, but this particular piece of metal it's such a loud road is in fact very incorrect. Platform 1 is the correct sign, of course, goes to Crawley, Three Bridges, Gatwick Airport, East Croydon and London. If it showed Clapham Junction, of course that would be wrong, but Thameslink trains can take you to all of those stops. Platform 2 is the southbound platform. Now, for anyone who does know, Thameslink trains from Faygate will only call it will only call it Littlehaven and Horsham, as shown here. However, if you wish to travel further, you will need to change once or maybe even twice. If you want to go to Arundel, Littlehampton, Bognor, Chichester or Portsmouth, that's quite an easy job, you change at Horsham. But this sign states that you can take a direct train to these 5 stations, which is incorrect. But today it's not. You can go to Arundel and Littlehampton directly from this platform. Now you may think, Tails, trains only go to Barnum today. You can't go to Littlehampton, you have to change at Barnum. Now yes, that is correct, you will need to change at Barnum, but there is one exception. The 1750 out of Three Bridges, direct train to Littlehampton, and that is technically correct on this sign for anyone who doesn't know. But the Bognor, Chichester and Portsmouth parts are very much incorrect, and it would be lovely Southern if you could change that. But there is something I forgot to mention. You may be thinking, what about the 0643 service to Southampton Central? That calls at Arundel and Chichester. Yes, well it did, but unfortunately with the May timetable changes, that service has now been removed from the timetable and you can no longer go directly to Chichester, very sadly, and the same with Portsmouth and Bognor, but that was removed in December 2017. So unfortunately, this sign is now a piece of history, but it is very cool to have a look and see that this is something that's incorrect on the Southern network. Right, now heading down to the southbound platform. This platform's easy to enter because it's just a straight wheelchair ramp. Now it may be quite steep, but there is a very helpful little handrail for anyone with a wheelchair to help themselves up on if they need the assistance. This is platform 2. This is my least favourite platform at Faygate because I know I said the platforms are in a very straight line. You may think that, but they are ever so slightly, you can see, ever so slightly curved at the end. So I prefer filming on platform 1. So if we have a look at platform number 2, we'll go to the very end this time, because there is just one lonely wheelchair ramp for carriage number 4 on Thameslink and carriage number 5 on Southern. Now, something I didn't know last time I came here is that these ramps are actually specialised for 700s and 717s. So, based on that sign, unless it's on the other side, no, it's not. You can only use those in 700s. Very interesting. Anyways, have a look at the flower garden. On this platform, you can stand behind the yellow line for most of it, unless you want to walk into a lamppost, which is something I'm very good at. You can stand behind the yellow line for the entirety of the platform, which is glorious for any safety people out there. There's more Faygate signage and speakers. The lights again on this platform are quite dim at night. There is an Oyster validator, again for key smart card users and all of those. Another assistance sign, which is new. I don't really like it, but I mean, it's okay. Why the Southern logo's not green on that, I will never know. Again, the help point is not working, but there is a permanent travel machine. Unfortunately, this is no longer in use. But when it was in use, 10p, 5p, 20p, 50p, £1 for a permanent travel machine ticket. Fortunately, I did not actually get one of those, but that is now confined to history, but is still here. Again, there is a plastic waiting shelter of the slightly smaller variant, which I like to call the medium variant, because, I mean, smaller than that one, definitely. It's only got one paddle in the middle. So this is what I like to call the medium-sized waiting shelter. If you keep going up the platform, there's a very hidden bin, which I almost missed. Fortunately, this one doesn't blow in the breeze, but it's still here. And we keep going around again. You have the wildflower and natural habitat in progress. It's through, I'm believing it's some sort of project by Southern to give natural greenery to their stations, which is lovely. But unfortunately, Southern, that might be a waste of your time, because this is Faygate. There are fields everywhere, if you ignore the industrial estates, please. Again, the same signs you see on platform number 1, giving all the information you need. There is another sign and some outside benching for the summer months with some bird poo on it. Might want to sort that out, Southern. And then the end of the platform, it is just nothing. It's nothing. You've got an S-car marker and that's it. And again, as I almost forgot to mention, there is a dot matrix indicator and correctly shows the 8-car half an hourly services down to Barnham from 3 Bridges. So, that's pretty much it for Faygate Station. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down in here, eat my lunch. I know it's 11:20, but I want to eat my lunch. Film some trains, get a Trains App video. And yeah, just have a little look around again, as I say. And just film, get some more shots, because it's not very common you get to ride a Southern train to Faygate. So yeah, I'll meet you in a bit. Got some mini Oreos. Who doesn't love to have some mini Oreos at Faygate? If this goes in the video tails, you're really weird. Yeah. And here we are terminating at 3 Bridges. This train will reverse, go back down to Barnham. I've just got off and I've noticed the end of this platform there's a 377 parked with a siding, and it looks to be quite a good picture. And there's also the train to London Bridge departing now. So let's go and film that one leave. Right, so I've just got back from Lidl, got myself some lunch with a cookie and a donuts to enjoy while I'm sat here. Got 5 hours until the Littlehampton Faygate train, so I'm just hoping to kill some time really. Going to film a strike day trains out here, and then I head down to Faygate, sorry, on the Littlehampton train. I might come down and come back up again as well, and then I'll take the 18:20 out of Faygate down to Horsham, and that'll be it. That'll be the whole video. So I'm gonna enjoy my snacks and see some trains coming at the same time.
Welcome aboard the Southern service to Littlehampton, calling at Crawley, Ifield, Faygate, Littlehaven, Horsham, Christ's Hospital, Billingshurst, Pulborough, Amberley, Arundel, and Littlehampton. The next station is Crawley.
And there we go, that's the Littlehampton train, the only time ever with a sign at the top of the platform and the sign on the side of the platform, of platform 1, are correct at this station. They're not even fully correct because they still show Portsmouth, Chichester and Bognor. However, it's still quite cool to see that a Littlehampton train has stopped at Faygate instead of going the long way round past Gatwick Airport, round Preston Park and Hove. So, I'm going to sit here for another half an hour, hopefully see one more train come in. My train to Horsham is currently on time, and it's not cancelled because I saw it at because I saw that train just past me as I came into Faygate for one last time. And then after this train here, I shall be heading home, eating dinner and editing this video ready for the upload on what hopefully will be a Monday. So let's wait for my train to arrive. And there we go, on we get. And that is every single Southern train service thing.
This is Faygate. This train is the Southern service to Horsham, calling at Littlehaven and Horsham. The next station is Littlehaven.
That's Faygate, strike day timetable, more trains, more people, more passengers, higher statistics. I'm expecting the RR stats of 2022-2023 to be a lot higher with the increased services and hopefully increased passengers as well, as I've seen more people actually using the station, especially because they've ran a Saturday service today as well. People off work down the beach.
Welcome aboard the Southern service to Horsham. The next station is Littlehaven.
Down the beach meeting friends in Brighton or whatever. It just gives more passengers, and it's positive for the railway, gives more money in revenue. So I highly recommend Southern if you're watching and a member of the transport team, that you give more services to Faygate in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye. And there we go, that's the Littlehampton train, the only time ever with a sign at the top of the platform and the sign on the side of the platform, of platform 1, are correct at this station. They're not even fully correct because they still show Portsmouth, Chichester and Bognor. However, it's still quite cool to see that a Littlehampton train has stopped at Faygate instead of going the long way round past Gatwick Airport, round Preston Park and Hove. So, I'm going to sit here for another half an hour, hopefully see one more train come in. My train to Horsham is currently on time, and it's not cancelled because I saw it at because I saw that train just past me as I came into Faygate for one last time. And then after this train here, I shall be heading home, eating dinner and editing this video ready for the upload on what hopefully will be a Monday. So let's wait for my train to arrive. And there we go. On we get. And that is every single Southern Serene service thing.
This is Faygate. This train is the Southern service to Horsham, calling at Littlehaven and Horsham. The next station is Littlehaven.
what do I call it? Oh, that's Faygate's strike day timetable. More trains, more people, more passengers, higher statistics. I'm expecting the RR stats of 2022-2023 to be a lot higher with the increased services and hopefully increased passengers as well, as I've seen more people actually using the station, especially because they've ran a Saturday service today as well, people off work down the beach.
Welcome aboard the Southern service to Horsham. The next station is Littlehaven.
Down the beach meeting friends in Brighton or whatever. It just gives more passengers, it's positive for the railway, gives more money in revenue, so I highly recommend Southern if you're watching and a member of the transport team that you give more services to Faygate in the future. Thanks for watching and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.